So for clarity, this is not going to be interesting to a lot of people, but to those who I never actually planned for this. It happened all this morning. How many of you know that God is intentional about your success? Let me like you truly believe, not know. There's a difference between believing and knowing. Uh, I wasn't talking to you. So I asked a question. I said, how many of you know that God is intentional about your growth and your success? Like you believe. It's not, no, there's a difference between knowing and intentions. You know, what happened this morning is a proof of God's intention about your growth and your success. You know, I've been told something in this industry that I'm someone who wastes value. Like I give value to people who don't need it, people who don't understand it. See, I'm in a class of relationship. There are certain way people do things that I beg to differ. I kind of like I'm odd. Okay. And because I have a certain belief system, I believe in people. I believe there is only one instrument of change, and that instrument is information. One access to the right information at the right time can give you everything you need. Now, information sometimes cannot be bought. A lot of people don't have what it takes to buy certain information. It means some information will come as a gift. How many of you know you're in the right environment? So three foundation: environment, association, and information. The moment I knew that this is powerful, that is one of the things that I set my life journey to create. You get, and the truth is I've really been blessed. You know, I told you guys something yesterday. There's something about waking up with an intention to grow. I decided I woke up with a certain level of intention, and this is what God gave to me. You know, and another gift that I have is I'm now good in not procrastinating. Okay, this is a powerful information, and I decided not to fine tune it, not to even keep it because I have a lot of things I'm doing. If I put this aside right now, I mean, this will get lost in the so many value I want to bring. But I believe this was needed today. All right, this was needed today. You know, over time, I think over the last 10 years, I've been exposed to several levels of training and mentorship. Some of them paid, some of them by access to good people. And I can see the journey of my growth in my financial growth. I'm talking about finances right now because you're here. Many of you are here because of your finances. Okay. Uh, and there are certain things that I've put together to be the foundation of what drives success. Okay. These are things that I've paid dearly for, I've been positioned for. But this morning, these three words came to me. All right. And I'm just going to give it to you as it came. So what I asked myself is, how can I make these are powerful words. I could off mind talk about each and every one of them individually, but I actually still ask the Holy Spirit, how can I give it in a way that you can understand it? Okay. So I was able to build something over the last 30 minutes, even before the session. That's what I was doing. How I can communicate this message in clarity so that you can have it as a blueprint for your own financial journey. Because the truth is, we all need these three things. All right. So I am going to read in training. Okay, because I don't want to do, if I do off my mind, we'll spend 2 hours, but I want to be able to communicate this in less than probably 25, 30 minutes. Are we ready? All right. So if you're not ready to learn, this is not for you. Okay. If you're not intentional about learning and growing, this is not for you. You're going to be sick. You're going to be bored. You're going to be frustrated. But if you're ready to learn, this is for you. I don't know who needed this, but this is my message for God's intention, because it wouldn't come to me if someone does not need it. All right. So these are the 3 Ds, the 3 forces that create winners. So I'm going to talk slow and I'm going to a little bit of emphasis on them. Okay. So I was able to break it down because that's one of the things I learned this year. I won't just talk off heart. It takes time. Okay. And I know I talk, it is good, but I really want people to get a message. They can note it down and I can even send it as a workbook on, but I have to process it before I send it. Success is not an accident. Wealth is not luck, and growth is not a wish. Every outstanding entrepreneur, every profitable trader, and every financial strong man or woman is built on 3 invisible forces, and these forces are direction, drive, and discipline. When I got this, I was amazed, because before now, I had 2 powerful or fundamental attributes of a person, or I'll say for me, hunger and anger. Okay, a man has to be hungry, and that's what's drive. Okay, and in hunger, in drive, there's also anger. But when I saw this morning, I said, wow, this is upgraded. If any one of them is missing in your life, your journey becomes slow, frustrating, and inconsistent. I just need you guys to reflect on, take trading out of your mind right now. Take money out of your mind and put yourself in a pedestal of thought in these 3 factors, because you can never understand it. It reflects and it connects to everyone. Okay. What is direction? Direction is knowing where you're going. I so much love this. Direction is clarity. Okay. It is the ability to answer the question, what exactly am I building for? And where exactly am I going? What and where? I find out that a lot of people do things. A lot of people are mistaking movement for progress. Okay. Many people are busy, but not progressing. They work hard, but they wander. They hustle, but they don't grow. Why? Because movement without direction is noise, is waste of energy. Okay. Direction, this is what direction gives to you. Okay. Direction gives clear vision, a defined destination, a personal standard for making decision system, and everything that I've taught you, I showed you before, you're going to find it useful or needed. You're going to realize why you need what I teach you, what I expose you to in psychology, in mindset. You're going to find that the most powerful element of your journey is your destination. And without direction, your destination is in chaos. Okay. A trader without direction jumps into strategy or jumps from strategy to strategy. So you wonder, why am I moving from strategy to strategy? Why am I jumping from signal to signal? You don't have a direction. An entrepreneur without direction chases every new idea, never founded, never grounded. A person without direction reacts to life instead of leading it. Not, I would call that irresponsible. We have many irresponsible entrepreneurs, many irresponsible traders. Okay. They are wanting things from life. They are not leading life. Okay. Direction is what turns effort into progress. So when you know where you're going, you stop being distracted by every road that looks attractive. How many of you can find this familiar? So when you know where you're going, when you know what you're trading for, you stop being distracted by every strategy that can win 90%. See, you have to understand that direction is premium. Okay. And I'll shift. So what I'm giving you guys, all right, I'm not training you. What I'm doing is I'm giving you an overview of concept. Concept that could be a blueprint as to how you model your energy every day you wake up. All right. It's a map that you fix yourself in this map. What's my direction? What's driving me? And what's my discipline? So drive, which is the second thing, the fire that moves you. Do you know this I see a lot of people lack. You know, if I have to write a book, I think I'm going to write many books on drive because a lot of people don't understand the power of drive. Okay, everybody desires, everybody wants, everybody, many people know, but not many people achieve. And a simple line between achievement and knowledge or vision and destination is drive. A lot of people lack drive. Many people are driven. A lot of people are complacent. People wonder, where does the word laziness come from? People are not really lazy. People are just undriven. What is drive? Drive is an inner hunger. There's something that fires you. Drive, it's what makes you, it is what wakes you up when you lose motivation or when motivation slips. It is what pushes you when results are slow, when you're not making profits, when it looks so long to achieve, when time is so late. Drive keeps you. It is what keeps you showing up when nobody is clapping. Drive is the difference between dreamers and builders, talkers and executors, starters and finishers. Drive is not excitement. Write this down. Take it, please. There's nothing excited about your journey of growth. It's not an exciting journey. If you want to grow, there's no excitement in it. It's commitment. How committed are you? It's going to be dependent on your drive. What's driving you? If what's driving you is inside of you, your fuel will be lost, will finish. What drives you is never inside of you. I'll build deep another day on that, or if God permits me. Your drive is bigger than you. Your drive is a fuel that you cannot accommodate. It gives you unrest. It is reckless. That's why it wakes you up. Waking up is not a comfortable thing. But you just wake up regardless. It's a reckless outer force that pushes your inner self to not conform to your liabilities and your limitations. But it is the torchlight that your future used to checkmate you if you're ready for what's in it. Your future has an existence. Do you guys know that? No. Quick question. Do you guys know that your future has an existence? I'm going to push some consciousness. Okay, take it like this. Understand it like this. Do you know that your future is a person that is already existing? You see you see these movies where they talk about someone coming from the future. Just picture it like that. That your future is a person right now. Okay, and some of you, your future is poor. Some of you, you have no knowledge of your future. You don't know your future person. You're living in the past or in the present. But the reason your now is given to you is so that you can create. Every day, what you do fills up that future. And that future has a consciousness, is looking back at you. Life is perspective. Every successful trader has faced losses, my friends. I've faced downtimes. I've faced rejection. I've faced betrayal. They've been betrayed by people. They've been betrayed by the market. They've been betrayed by strategies. They've lost hope. They are losing hope. Some will lose hope. It's not some. Every successful, when you see the word every, it is not, it means it's a requirement to face losses. Like there's always a word I'll make references to. Every billionaire with a B by Americans, one of the release of every billionaire with a B today, okay, has once faced bankruptcy. Some many times, some once, but every billionaire with a B. It means it's kind of like a prerequisite. Okay. So why are people questioning growth? Why are people questioning progress? They are questioning progress because they don't know what progress is. It's in your losses, it's in your failures. Every entrepreneur has been faced with rejection. I've faced rejection. Every financial growing person has faced pressure. Okay, what keeps them moving is not comfort, it's conviction. And you cannot have conviction without clarity. So let me give you guys an analysis. Just an analysis. I need everyone to take this very, very serious. Picture this like an animation. Okay, you woke up or you slept, you had a dream. I'm calling it a dream right now because that's something you know. Okay, you dreamt and you saw your future, and it was like a game, and you were holding the trophy. Okay, I want to relate it to a game. Okay, but I could relate it to success. All right, but let me relate it to a game because many of you are game minded. Okay, there was a competition and you were holding the trophy. You were a winner. You saw into your future. You are a winner. It's like you slept, you saw in a trance. You are the winner. You held the trophy. And now, okay, when you woke up, God showed up. I'm just doing this. Just see it as it is. Believe it as it is. Okay, or assume it as it is. God told you that's your future. You won the competition. Okay. Now the moment you woke up, you realized there was a competition. And your first match, you are being beaten 4-0. And the time is 88 minutes and 90 minutes to close. What will start happening in your heart? I need everybody I don't know if you could catch up. Maybe those who understand March, okay, what will start happening in your heart? No, 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 no. You guys are not, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. 88 minutes, 4-0. March closes at 90 minutes. And you're playing an opponent that has more victory than you. What will happen in your heart? I need every one of you to relate. You do go. At least you fight for go. See, this is what's going to happen. You're fighting an opponent that is bigger than you. They've proven it by giving you 4, beating you 4. To score a goal, okay, at least it takes a minute. Okay, well, in some cases, in a minute, 2 goals can be scored. But the truth is, you're facing an opponent that are proven to beat you, hands down. Okay, and time is gone. The truth is, you've lost all interest in that match. You will just play to complete. but you've lost interest. That are setting. If it is possible, some of you are packed up. Can I tell you this truth? It happens in our life. It's not going to make a meaning if you dreamt, you think, okay, that's just a dream. I wish there is a better and a faster way for me to communicate this, but the clarity is if you know. Okay. Another way to make you understand this is we are in today right now. A match was played. Who won the African Cup of Nations? You've watched the match, and there is already a winner. And this country won that match. All right, what country was that? Senegal won the match. So they take that clip and you're watching it today. There is a knowing that Senegal watched that match. Would you be crying, peradventure? I don't know what the scores were, and the match was 2-0. The other team was winning 7-0. Would you be moved if the other team was beating Senegal? Would you feel doubt? Would you feel fear? It's the same analysis, but different perspective. You see, many of you couldn't relate to the first perspective because you couldn't understand how that would be, because you saw the dream, okay, as an insight. But now another perspective is a knowing. You'd already watched the match. It has happened. Now you're watching a replay. The confidence you're going to have, you're not going to, oh, what's happening? No, you're not going to cry. Are you? There is nothing that's going to, would there be a presence of doubt? Would there be a presence of uncertainty or what's happening here? Would you start questioning yourself? No, fam. It's not going to be there. So there is something I need you guys to write down. There's a difference between knowledge. There's a difference between believing and having faith. Faith is knowing. Believing is hoping. We would use that later. But I needed you guys to secure this information. It's needful. Okay. You know that the match was maybe 4-2. Okay. But 2, and you know the winner. Now you're watching a replay. You know already. There is a knowing. You knew the outcome. Even if the 2 was scored first, you're not going to be moving. You're not going to question yourself because you know. Now, let me tell you this. You see something about your direction. Your direction should be a knowing. So there is a journey of direction. It's not just knowing where you're going. There should be a knowing of where you're going and how you get there. And are you there already? There already is belief, where belief is transformed into faith. Because some of you, the reason you're not getting to where you're going right now, you've always known. You've known 5 years ago. You know where you want to be financially. Okay. And some of you have known the path to take, and you've already been in the path. But some of you are not there because why? Doubt sets in. Fear sets in. You lose courage. Because there is a difference between knowing and having faith. Okay, to transform this thing that looks like future into your past. What is the future? The moment after speaking and writing. The future is not what's going to happen. The future is what's happening and has happened already. So knowing that everything that's going to show up, your future person is looking at you today and is looking, are you moving in the direction of me, or you're driven towards me, okay, or you're disciplined towards me. All right, I break this down. I go further because I think I'm getting into another layer. I didn't want to get into another layer. Okay, vision. All right, drive is the pursuit of intention. It is being obsessed with growth. It is refusing to settle for average. There's something that makes you reckless, not for the norm, not for quitting. I can't stop. I can only show one thing. All right, climb the mountain. So vision shows you the mountain. Drive gives you the strength to climb it. I'm moving to discipline. All right, the system that keeps you winning. Discipline is a structure. Discipline is not just an attitude, it's a system. Okay, discipline is following your trading plan, respecting your risk management, executing your business strategy, controlling your spending, managing your time, guiding your habits. Talent without discipline collapses. Skill without discipline collapses. Knowledge without discipline collapses. There are so many things people prime. They spend so much money on, okay, but they are not willing to give it the feel of manifesting. It takes discipline to manifest every knowledge. It takes discipline to guide every skill to fruition. Discipline is structure. Discipline turns potential into performance. It is what separates those who make money once from those who build wealth. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you profitable. You see these three powerful things, all right? Direction gives you clarity of where you're going. Drive is that hunger that makes you keep going irrespective of the pressures or the forces against you. You're building a person that moves a different way from you're building a person that moves a different way from a different person. So you are creating something that doesn't exist or something that is not in your existential nature. Okay, you exist right now. What you're doing every day you wake up is you're building someone who has already exists that you don't see. Okay, it takes you're creating someone. So for every day you wake up without direction, drive, purpose, and discipline, guess what? You're living in the person who is supposed to create. You're just living in that person and you're not making progress. Am I making sense? So every day you're building something, but you need to know what you're building. Okay, and you need to understand the grit to keep building irrespective of the availability of no resources. You go find it. You don't say, okay, I don't have it. You go find it. Drive. Okay, so drive keeps you running when other people are fainting. But guess what? You see, drive cannot be sustained without a structure of discipline. You need to drive a certain way to a certain direction. Discipline is cutting out excesses and focusing, laser focus on something. It's structure. How you do anything is how you do everything. The question is, how are you doing trading today? Are you driven towards a strategy and a system? Are you driven by direction? Are you driven by purpose, or you're just trading to make money? This is what separates those who think they could just make money from trading and those who build structure and wealth through trading. When these three things come together, something powerful happens. Direction will give you focus. You know what to do. It's just like I tell you, I want to buy. The market can sell, I don't care. I want to buy. That's direction. Drive gives you momentum. In every wealth journey, there was momentum. There is momentum. There's going to be momentum. What creates momentum is drive. How you wake up every day will show your type of drive. How you show up will show your type of drive. How you follow instructions will show your type of drive. You know why most of you don't do these things? There's no drive. And just because there's no drive doesn't mean you're lazy. You lack one quality, one building block of that future you want to create. All you need to do is be driven. Drive is a journey. Something has to recklessify you, if that's the word. You have to be reckless about something. You have to feel reckless. That's why I use the word anger. At some point in my life, I was angry at what I was producing. I was so blessed to be poor. I was so gifted to be normal. I realized that I was getting irritated by me. There was this recklessness that I knew I could be more, but I was just settling for it. So I hated my decisions. I knew the moment I found out that I am the one who made myself where I was, I hated that person who made that decision. So every time I'm thinking of making a decision, I cut me off. I tell myself, you're not qualified to guide this Kendry. I tell myself that I was as irritated as that. Any financial plan, I tell you, you are not a financial planner. You are a poor and broke decider. Don't come into the affairs of decision. So I separated the person that has created me from the person that I wanted to become. I knew that the person that I wanted to become, I need to guide this person. And the guide, I don't have to be the person who created that person. So every time I want to make a decision, I go to the person who can give me, who has the result. And that is why see, there was a drive, and that drive was created by a knowledge. I knew that I cannot make myself a millionaire. If I could have done it 10 years ago. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Many of you have not come to terms with drive. You still like you. You like, I have good, you like you. But look at you 10 years ago, and now you will not like you. You shouldn't like you. Because if you're in a financial depression right now, why do you like you? It means you like where you are. The moment I realized, there's something about you not knowing that you are the orchestrator of your own failure or your own lack. You just think life happens to you. But the moment you really realize that you are, something should happen to you. A certain drive should birth from you. This is not about questioning society or the reason you felt that. No, you are a major contributor to your own financial demise. I took everybody out of the plane and I realized, wow, I am the one who's going to create this success. It means I'm the one who's created the failure or the lack. So guess what? I'm on a journey. What's my direction? I already got the drive. The knowledge gave me the drive. I knew I was going to be big. So I was not driven by something small. And guess what? I had to build discipline. I built discipline in trading. I'm still on the journey of growth, but the discipline I built and I'm building has created for me a financial plan. I know where I'm leading you. I'm not moved by distraction. There's a direction now. There's nothing that can distract me. I know the time I require. But most important, it's not the knowledge of where I'm going. Okay? I am driven. That is why I woke up this morning. I could be trading right now, which is normal. I wake up, I trade with you. That's normal. But I'm driven to shape the way you think. That's an extra thing. It's a drive. Because I realize it's the same you that comes to learn. And you've been doing that. How many of you have been learning for the last 5 years or last 3 years? How long have you been learning? Put it on the chat. The same way something happened to me when I learned something happened to me. A drive was created. Perspective changed. Something happened to me when I learned something. If that thing doesn't happen to you, forget what you're learning. It means there's something to learn. You need to learn something about you. And I realized that the chart will not show people this thing. How did I learn it? I was exposed to information, guidance, words that pierced deep more than my desire to make money couldn't even help, couldn't grip. And I realized I need to make a turn. And that is why when these things come, so because some people may ask, some people get bored by my session, they come and be like, Kenville, you talk too much. Guess what? That is my association. That should be associated with me. I talk too much. Because why? The things I talk about are the things you don't want to listen to. And the things I talk about are the things shaping those who listen. True or true? So I don't have to listen to your narrative that I talk too much. I just have to focus on my obsession that my talk will produce results that will drift and change you and give you perspective. Because that is my direction, to help people with that inner fire, that knowledge that will make them reckless and do things differently. So I've chosen that. Before I used to, okay, let me do things the way people. No. I finally realized, no. Hell no. I care about people's dream. I've been once in the work mode. I only know how to make journey. I only know how to move. But I realized that movement without these qualities is a disease. That's why many of you grow up to be junkies of trading rather than traders who have discipline and structure. You are just trading and you can't stop trading. Even if you're losing, but you're still trading. And you're just hoping that things will get better. And people have been there for 5 years, 10 years. They are still hoping that things will get better. Life isn't that way. Am I making sense? Okay. Why did you off? I hibernated. Excuse me. Okay. Are we together? So that question, I'm going to ask you guys a question. I know you guys are learning. So I'll finish by saying this. Consistency is the true secret of wealth. But do you know why a lot of people are not consistent? They are scattered. If you're driven directly, okay, and you have a system of discipline, that is where you find your true nature of consistent, because now it's simple. This is how traders become profitable, how entrepreneurs scale, and how ordinary people build extraordinary financial lives. My final charge to you, if you want a different financial future, you must build a different mindset. And this mindset should revolve around getting clear on where you're going. And let that where you're going not be, I just want to make $10,000. Why do you want to make $10,000? See, the purpose and reason for what you want, okay, will give you what you need. Develop the hunger to pursue. Develop the hunger. It means hunger is a secret, is a skill. To be hungry is a skill. Why would you show up different? What would you do? Many of you don't do what I tell you to do. You know why? You don't have a hunger. That's true. And that is why I don't beat myself too much. I'll just keep reminding you. But one day I'm going to find that hunger. I believe by the Spirit of God, you will find the hunger that will feed who you want. There is a hunger. If you don't have it, you can't get there. I promise you. You will lose in trading. You don't need to say amen to that. It will happen. You will. You will lose more than you think you're in here for. What will keep you here? Don't worry. You think it's your hope? No. There's a certain hunger that will keep you when that line is crossed. Because everybody gets to that crossing line where you can't take it anymore. Many of you are not there. You're preparing, but you will get there where you can't take it anymore. The breaking edge. What would get you going? You know that that's not your stopping point. It is above the edge. It is beyond the edge. But what will keep you crossing that edge, even when you've lost everything, is that hunger. That hunger, that drive, where you don't want to settle for your losses, where you don't. If you don't have, it's a skill you need to build every day. So while you're building profit, build hunger. It goes in because you will lose your profit. Hunger will keep you going. Am I making sense? Success does not respond to wishes, it responds to structure. So everything I teach you, whether strategy, whether mindset, it is structure. Okay? There's a plan for trading. Many of you don't follow it. I told you need time to document your skill. Okay, you need a proper risk plan, okay, to get portfolio. When we watch, I believe you guys participated. Those of you didn't participate, I gave you a blueprint for 2026 trading. How you get to 100K under the space of 12 months. Build a 100K plan. Many of you, you are not building that structure every day. You're just showing up to trade. You're just showing up to learn. You're not learning in a direction. But you're in the same environment, but you're not driven in direction. Direction is everything. Don't just show up. Know why you're showing up and what you want to get from every session. The last 6 months, are you building your trading structure? The next 6 months, are you on building your trading structure? Because at every point in time, we're all moving towards portfolio. And you do not have the right portfolio to give you the desired income you want to earn. And what you're trying to do is just build this what's the word? Some of you have capital that is incompetent of your dream earning. Your capital right now is incompetent. And you're not leveraging the skill to get to the Competent capital, you are just moving, you're not making progress. You're hoping that if you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, you're just going to get to $10,000. But in a natural sense, if you have to add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, it will take you probably 10, 15, 20 years to get to $10,000. But you want to do it in 6 months and 1 year. You must be a criminal. Am I being honest right now? It means you know you're doing something wrong. Every one of you, you know, every day you trade, you are just ignoring the knowledge that you're doing something wrong and you keep doing it. You're trying to make it normal. So let me talk to someone right now. What's your trading capital that you're trading with right now? What's your trading capital and what's your trading goal for 2026? Now, I'm going to be a little bit practical. Many of you, you're just coming in here. What I just said, you didn't know. But let me tweak it a little bit. What's your trading cap? Don't be shy. Nobody's poor here. Just because you're trading $100 or $10 doesn't make you poor. Just because you're trading with $10,000 doesn't make you rich. It may just be stupidity. All right? So trust me, nobody's poor. What's your trading capital and what was your trading goal for 2026? How much do you want to earn in 2026? Okay, let me start that way. How much do you want to earn in 2026 at December? Okay, if you say, oh, this is what I plan on earning monthly, December 2026, how much is it? Don't be shy. 100K, is that naira or dollars? I didn't say how much will be your trading capital. How much do you want to earn every month in trading? You see, you guys are shy. Why are some of you shy? Are you like, I don't understand. This is a question you should answer before I finish mentioning it. It should already be typed out. Okay. Why are you guys not writing? You don't believe in yourself or you don't have goals. That shows that many of you are just showing up. Some of you are just even thinking of it right now. But if I call it trade, you will take the trade. So you are practicing what? Okay. See, I will make you reckless. I don't want to show up adding to your past. I want to show up creating a future you want. So I may not move. My method may not align with your past, the way you do things. I promise you. If it aligns with your past, I'll sleep differently and wake up again. Okay? So you guys are reckless. This question will make you reckless. Some of you, you have $500. You want to make $50 monthly. That's not in my environment. You cannot be in my environment and have a plan to make $50 monthly. You have to go sleep again and wake up, Madam Magdalene. All right? And give me a new goal when I ask you this tomorrow. Does that make sense? Okay, it's an instruction. So do it. You cannot have that type of a small goal in a whole year. 26. See, you have 4 seasons, okay, 52 opportunities to make a difference. And that difference should not be invested in getting $50. Okay. 3K monthly, $1,500 to $2,000 monthly. Now, let's say average 1K monthly. Okay. All right. You need at least a $10,000 capital at the end of the year to make $1,000 monthly. I'm just being practical. $10,000 monthly. So now this is a bold question. Many of you can answer this. Many of you think, okay, I'm just saying $1,000 a month. At the end of the year, it's not bad. Okay, that's settling for less, but it's not bad. At least you need a between 10 and 20K live capital to be able to do that. How many of you have that right now? Or how many of you have 5 of that right now? 520K account right now. Question. I need you guys to brain up and understand the reason I'm asking this question. Because if this doesn't terrify you, then you have not learned. There's certain knowledge you should terrify why you've been doing things the way you do. Okay, good. So this will shift you from gamblers. You have it. Okay. Do you know how to do 10% a month? If you have it. Do you have a structure, proven structure of giving you 10% a month from this capital you have? Are you still with me? Should I leave here right now? Let's go trade. Between understanding what I'm sharing with you right now, let's go trade. Which do you want? Many of you mistake movement for progress. You think if I show up, I would learn. But the truth is, you're truly having the information to learn, but you're not paying attention because why you've not given yourself to the knowledge you're being exposed to. But what I'm doing right now is I'm coming in a different way. Okay. You showed up today, you have a trading account, you have a trading goal, but your trading activity does not align with your trading goal. That's really what I'm showing you. You want to make 1K at the end of the year, but you don't have what it takes to get it. So you need an account, you need a discipline. You need its account size. Many of you don't have the investment for the account size, so you don't have it, but you show up every day thinking at the end of the year, you just get 1K with what you're doing. It doesn't really work well. Go ask people who have done it. Some of them have been here 5 years. They've not truly gotten it because why? They are not in a process of a program. Now you know you need 1K. Your obsession should be, what do I need to get 1K? I need capital and I need skill. You need the skill of doing a certain percentage every day to get 1K. That's your goal, but you don't have the requirement. You need capital. So I asked the question, do you have the capital? Some of you said yes. Okay, if you have the capital, then you need skill. Do you have the skill? And you are saying no. And you're sure without a trading direction. Are you a gambler or you're lost? So every 24 hours that goes, you're living in your past. And your past plus your past is equal what? Type it on the chat. You are not going to be different. It's not a cause. Just because you show up and have a desire to be different, the action will reflect your difference. So your obsession every day should be, am I moving in that? This, I'm just trying to make you guys understand direct. I just give you guys direction now, trading direction. I need this proof of skill and I need the account size. So I gave you in that call a blueprint. Do you know why some of you are not in that journey? Because you did not accept the direction. You still like to be a gambler. You prefer hope rather than faith. I need the skill. I don't have the money, but Cambridge showed you how you can use the skill to get the money. That's what you should be waking up to do every day. And you now stay accountable to who can document you, who can help with your document. You know why many of you will not take advantage of this resource that I'm providing you until a lot of people will not have to pay to get it? Because you truly don't know the direction that drove you here. See, direction is powerful. I just gave you clarity right now. And every trader should be in pursuit of how they could gain account size to give them their trading goal. If you do not have the money, and I told you guys in that call, even if you have the money, okay, leverage it. Leverage it through profit. Prove your skill is powerful than your what financial capacity. Because the truth is you need a trading structure. And the skill and strategy defines your trading structure. Forget how many money you have right now, you're going to lose it. Your trading structure will retain it. Even if you make it, you will lose it. Your trading structure is what will retain it. So trust in your trading structure. And your structure comprises of your strategy and your risk plan. And that the definition of your strategy and your risk plan is proof that you have something that gives you 10% every month, not bump into it. You can do it month in, month out, or in an average in a quarter, you are averaging 10% or 7 to 10% monthly. I even told you guys plan on 5%. Make it easy. So the higher the capital, the lesser the rage. But many of you, you believe more in gamble. Your life is a casino. Why? Everybody put direction in the chat. is more powerful. Direction is more powerful. Direction in the context of work is more powerful than desire. You can have the mountain, you can desire a mountain, but direction on getting to that mountain is more powerful than your desire to have a mountain. I talk to you as friends. I talk to you as someone who knows where you're coming from and someone who has put in so much to get to where he is right now. And I realize why a lot of dreams fall to the drain. Because the truth is, I care than most people would know. Some of you, another year, I'm going to have this type of meeting and you will still be present. And you will still be inspired. God forbid. You can write that in the chat. If you are present with me next year, it's not for you to gain this value. Am I making sense? If you think that's a lie, many of you were present for such meetings. Some people were doing motivation, trading direction. You were present and you got something, but you're still in another one. Because you didn't get the clarity of trading direction. You didn't have a drive to pursue that direction. You never created a structure of discipline to achieve it. I want to ask a very, very beautiful question right now. How many of you now know you have work to do? And you know within your heart that this thing I've shared with you, this clarity I've given to you, you can't do it alone. How many of you are convinced that this journey, man, it's more than just coming to trade, learning a strategy? You can't do this alone. Just a simple question. How many of you think you can do this alone? The question is, you may be distracted because there are people who do it alone. There are people who have the capacity to drive it alone. But the laws and principles states. Let me not go there. Okay. But there are certain things, there are certain perspectives that will distract you because you see people doing things, getting results doesn't mean you get results. Some people are following the line of principle in a different perspective. But now I've given you clarity. You don't have the capital and you don't have the skill. Prioritize the structure of the skill to gain the capital. Prioritize it. That is why you need a type of mentorship designed to help you with this direction. And it's a hard one. But I am committed. I'll try my best. I won't promise you anything, but I'll try my best. I'm already doing something valuable to you. In this direction, I'm guiding you. So it's not about win. We will win. We will trade. We will win. But the question is, do you want to win or you just want to have a result? Two positive things, your choice. Any questions so far? I'm about to trade. Or you guys don't want me to trade again? I want to go reflect on this. See, in your journey, if you do not have someone you ask question on how you grow, you need it. Many people don't have it. I never had it, but I went in the direction of having it till I had it. A sustainable growth comes from counsel. It doesn't come from skill. Being able to counsel with people who are already where you are going, but you've not gotten to. You counsel from them. How did you do this thing? I found this thing. And they'll tell you what to do and you just do it. It's easy. Many of you rely too much on your mental muscle. I can do this thing. It doesn't work that way. Okay. You see what I just gave to you guys? Do you know how much I've paid in mentorship? I've paid courses, I've bought meetings. And the truth is, I realize that most of the things I get are inspiration, not knowledge. Most times. But you guys just go compounded knowledge and inspiration put together with direction, and you did not pay anything for it. Tell me why you value it when there was no investment. Many of you don't value these things because you never invested in them. So your mind says cheap, your action says same thing. Do you know why it's important to move into paid environment? Because your mind says premium, your action says the same thing. But just because I am doing cheap, I'm also telling you that it is premium. You have to trick your mind to see it's premium because it's my decision to make it cheap. Access. So, Kendry, what are you trying to do? Why are you giving all this value for free? There is something in it for me, and I don't want you guys to get it twisted. Okay? I'm always making myself clear. There is something in it for me. What are you trying to build? I want to build the largest believing environment in the financial space. But I've identified a problem. Belief comes with experience. Faith doesn't. So we have faithful people who would believe without experience, but we have worldly people, common people who need experience to believe. True or true? Am I talking to someone? Am I speaking the truth? Okay, so I'm combining experience plus faith. People need experience to believe. I'll give you that experience. And people have fear of purchase. People don't want to pay for experience. I'll give you for you free. So when you start experiencing, I would upgrade it to faith. Because you need faith to grow, not belief. So, but I first want to create an environment for belief. I'm giving you the experience, right? You're trading with me right now. You have an experience that Kendry has a good trading structure, a good mentorship. You didn't pay for it. Now, a month later, there is a place where you can now get into deeper mentorship and it costs money. Would you do it without doubt or fear or question? You guys talk to me. So you guys are in a test run. So that is my strategy. The numbers I want to go for is so big, I don't need to segregate. I want everybody to have that fair share of experiencing what they want to believe in. So we're launching HFX. We're going to do probably the month of February for free. Every one of you can assimilate the structure of HFX and see the potential. I don't want to explain it to you. Let's do it together. We'll face the challenges together, we'll win together, we'll grow together, and we'll know where it is taking us to. If you can believe where it's taking us to, if there now becomes a structure where you want to join, that's faith. Okay? That is my formula. Is it a bad one? You guys think it's a bad one? So don't mistake and say that's how they do. My own is different. I'm not luring you. So like everybody's luring us. At the end of the day, they'll pay. Just know at the end of the day, you will pay. But you know why you're paying. It's different. See, a lot of people have been victim of experiences they paid for and they realize they don't need. Okay, I've been there. You pay for things, you realize you don't use a lot of it. You don't need it, and you're just paying for it because you have a need to be there. And you're just paying for it, and you know that means you're not really getting value. I want people to purchase a value you know. Okay, that's my strategy. I don't want to start from faith. You just having faith that this will work for you. No, test it. It will work for you. If it works for you, then get in. That's how I can retain and sustain you. The laws of instructions will work when you know it has worked. It works. Okay, it's not you that will apply yourself. Am I making sense? Don't be distracted. The vision for 2026 is big, but I just have to give people an experience. So we're making money already. Some of you already have the experience, true. You already do. But some people are coming in, they have not. So some of your testimonies will tell the story. But our structures is built on experience, belief to have faith. Okay? Experience your belief. Any question? I'm driven. Oh. I'm a proof of drive in your front. I want you to see how driven I am. I am not settling for good. I have good trading strategy. How many of you know my strategy in trading? Those are the people that have experiences see that my strategy is independently workable. You don't need me to work my strategy, true or true. So to tell you that I'm not holding off anything, it's about you. I am just a messenger. So if I teach you my strategy, you don't need me. It means it's true value to you, not me. I'm not holding you. But in the strategy, you need help to understand the strategy. That is where my guide comes in. So I'm giving that guide so that you can understand the strategy and independently create a trading structure, because you need that trading structure for a skill to build capital. It's not a gamble farm. You have to be different. I'm just creating the structure to be different. I'm driven. That's why I do things differently. I'm not holding off anything. It's not about finances. This is about vision. It's about purpose. Okay, so either you apply yourself or you don't. But one thing you're going to say over the course of time is that Kendry is different. I was the one that didn't apply myself. That is, if you get into a turn, you're not having results. True or true? How many of you have that testimony? You would have that testimony. Okay. Kendry is different and I had the result. That will be a testimony. Okay. Any question? I want to move into trading. Okay. Trading is going to be 15 minutes. If you have a question, you raise your hand. If you don't have a question, say move on. Okay. So we got a grip on something yesterday. I'm always guiding you. I would always guide you as best as I can, but my guidance comes as instructions so that you can drive towards knowledge. Okay. So I'll always show you a reflection of what we traded yesterday. We had, was it GU? I hope I've not missed out on GU. Okay, hold on. So I gave you guys, we saw GU, and I told you guys the next place is going to buy. Come on, am I kidding? Oh, see money now. Why are you guys doing like this? GU has done one-to-one. I didn't grab this first one-to-one. Oh my goodness. I was stressed yesterday. I didn't look at this chat and nobody reminded us. Come on, why are you guys like this? Hi. So I told you guys, I explained on the chat, rejection, closing, good move. Okay. Ouch. Okay. How? Let me look at it on the 4 hour. He did a 4 hour closing too. Rejected close. Man. If I do a 4 hour buy stop right now, it's just going to increase. Come on. Should I do that? Let me see. This is now price action. I do a 4 hour buy stop. This is going to be the invalidation. And now we could move towards the side of liquidity. Let's see if that's going to be viable. So a price action, another way to get into this trade, if it's going to move in that direction, is take the 4 hour closing and the 4 hour retest and the closing. So let's assume you are in this trade here right now. Okay. This is an entry for a bullish move. This is actually an entry. So that is what I would do to get in on GU trade. Okay, buy stop at 1.3446. So we missed it. So this is another way to get in. Okay, but this is not 4 hour. Okay, we're assuming that the market is going to bullish and take us in, and this is going to be our swing low entry, because I don't want to use this. Actually, the stop loss, but I can't afford to use that. Okay, so that's our first entry on GU. So this is price action. So you're taking, this is not a snipe trade. This is a price action trade. If you want to use a snipe, okay, as GU sniped today, it means you would have to wait for market to close above before you get in, which is also good because now that area I gave, the market has to snipe above to pick you. So it's a snipe plus, okay? GU has actually sniped for the sell, okay, which means we have another trade for sell, which I'm going to give in a snipe, okay. But for price action, a 4-hour trade, you can actually swing the market, okay. It's more than a 2.3. This is a trade I'd like to take. Let me just take it right now in my price action account. It's a buy stop. Someone can type it out and put it on the chat. I'm giving the numbers right now. 1.31, 1.3446. Invalidation is 50 pips. That's 1.3396. And take profit one is 50 pips. So 3446, 50 pips is 3496. That's exit one. So exit two, is going to be 118 pips. All right, that is exit two on GU. That is if it buys. Okay. Let me give it that too. That's 3565. Beautiful. GU don't. Okay. Another beautiful way to get in on the trade is you want to get in here, but it's not beautiful. I don't trade inside of a consolidation. If they break the structure right now, it's going to be a good trade. And that's a better way to enter, okay, the trade on Snipe. Let it break above and break above this Asian high. Okay, it's going to be a good trade. It's going to be a good snipe. If the market wants to move in the direction of the next highs, okay, let it break above this nonsense. So market is in consolidation right now. After consolidation is going to be expansion. So it's either it's going to expand up or expand down. But there is more potential on the down right now, which means, okay, this market sniped. If the market closes below this area, I mean, well, my goodness. If it rejected this area, it's because of yes. So one thing I can do for the benefit of this market is allow this market close below this area, and I'm going to sell this market. So I wouldn't do a sell stop. Okay, I will wait for the market to break below structure for me to get this trade. Okay, that's what's going to be my sell on GU today. Okay, so it's either it breaks above, I'll buy. So if it breaks above this area right now, I'll buy to the next up. But I wouldn't trade the snipe for a buy because I'm already in a buy on price action. The reason is if you buy, I'm always telling you there has to be structure to your trading, not just opportunity. You see opportunity, you enter. If you buy a snipe, you have to trade to the next day. This is the next day. If I buy here right now, the risk is not healthy enough. Hence, I will not take the buy. I will take the sell because it has potential to accommodate my risk. Trading is position, strategy, and risk. It's not just strategy, risk. There has to be a risk plan for every of your execution. If I'm buying, okay, I do one-to-one. Where am I buying to? The previous day. If I buy above this area right now and I put a buy slot, okay, let's say I buy here right now. This is my target. So if I compare my target to my risk, is this healthy? Because of that, I will not take the trade. It's not because the trade is not good. I won't take the trade because it does not follow my risk plan. That's trading structure. Does that make sense? It's called discipline. That's how you know your discipline. Okay. So the trade may buy, but I may not buy. So I have another way I will not buy it, which is what I've given you guys in the buy stop. So that way, okay, I'm buying in my price action, not by snipe. Does that make sense? Okay, so that is, let me look at S&P 500. Oh boy, S&P 500 is SP 500. What are you doing today? SP 500 already sniped. Wow, and it's already moved. Where is it moving to? This guy has journey. Oh. It has a very powerful journey. Ah, and it's far from entry. Oh. This was supposed to be the entry. Wow, this is good. This was good. Will this come back? It will be better for an entry if it comes back to retest this slight consolidation. If I enter now, it is risky. But based on the direction it is going to, I told you guys the market break share is going to move and it's doing it now. Okay. It's doing it already, but it's quite late. It's quite late. So let me see other pairs first before I consider which one of them to take. Okay, this has not sniped. German 30 has not sniped. Let me look at US 30. US 30 has sniped. Same structure. US 30 and S&P 500 has aligned again. Okay. And it's same direction. Same direction. Same price. Same price action. Hmm. Okay, I'll put an alarm here. If I see a rejection, I will use price action. If I see a rejection, okay, a retest and a closing bullish, I'll get in on the trade. That's how I'm going to approach this trade. Okay, that will give me a lot of room, price action plus snipe everything. Because the truth is, either it happens on this London session or it happens on New York session. So most times the trades move better on New York session because why they are US related. Okay, so but London sometimes can initiate the move. So clarity will come in. All right. I've missed out on the entry. I will wait for a re-entry. So how am I going to take a re-entry? If this is a confirmed move to move this direction, it might sometimes come back to retest. If it retests and closes above, I'll drive it upstairs. So that's how I'm going to treat S&P 500, either US 30, either way. You pick one of them. German 30, nothing at the moment. It's not sniped. Okay, German 30. Oh, well, it's sniped. German 30 is in a place of a snipe, but that snipe is in a consolidation. I don't like it. If I'm going to enter a snipe, I will apply structure, let it break above the structure, then I'll take it. German 30 is not really too clear. This is going to be the high, the next daily high. It's not too clear. Let me leave German 30 for now. Okay. Any questions so far? GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY sniped for or sell. Have I looked at gold? Okay. So gold did a snipe yesterday. I told you guys the market broke and it moved, which it was quite a one-to-one. How many of you got gold? So if you took this trade, this was supposed to be your risk. Okay. And did it get one-to-one? I don't know how many. All right. I didn't get one-to-one. So yeah, it was trapped. It will still be trapped. But it was a good move. Yeah, it was a good move. But it wasn't a snipe anyway because it has moved after the London session. So if it's a price action, this trade is still locked in. There's probably still an opportunity that this will sell today. So gold has changed character on this small move. Now, what am I expecting on gold? Is created 1, 2, 3. Is it breaking above? No. If market takes this structure downward right now, it's going to drop here. So gold is still in the middle of decision. Okay. It's still in the middle of decision. I told you guys that when gold open, if it's not, okay, I don't know if I told all of you here or it's just my personal. Okay, this is more than 5 pips. Okay. So if gold closes below right now, it's going to be a short-term trade. So there is room for intraday. If it closes below right now, is there a structure holding it? So this is what I will do today. Internal structures. If gold closed below this area, I am going to sell. It would have sniped, it would have broken below this area for me to sell to this at least area. I'll get one-to-one. Okay, so I want to be smart on gold. So gold is in between decision, but in between those decisions lies some beautiful opportunities. So this is good on gold. If it breaks and close below this area, you can track it down 1 to 1. Okay. And after this low, the next day low is here. So you could actually just, yeah, this is it. This is what you get. But exit 1 to 1. Every of your first trade, your exit is 1 to 1. Okay. That's what I'll do on gold. I'm going to get that clearly. That's what I'm doing gold right now. I'm going to buy gold. Okay, even if I'm going to buy gold, does gold has a buy possibility? It does. I think it does too. Let's see. This is a buy range. If the market closes above right now, that's a buy snipe. So let me see. No. The risk is not good for a buy. Hold on. So let's say I buy above here, which is above the snipe. My risk is going to be Asian low. Maybe I take this one. Is my reward good enough? Absolutely no. It's not good, except you just want to accept this. Okay, yes, there's still another place to accept. Okay, if you clearly just want to be smart, this is actually a low in the Asian that created a new high, kind of structural, but it's not really 15 minutes wise. But that I can take this so that I can reduce my risk for gold to get 1 to 1. That's another sharp one I can do. I could do this so that if it breaks below also, I would also get the other side. So this is something I can do on gold when gold breaks above this area. So if gold breaks above this high, it has sniped. Break on the 15-minute and close. I will get in on the closing of the candle, okay, and I'll target up here. So that way you get a 1 2. Yeah, more than a 1 and a 1 and a half. All right, it's a good one to get in on gold. So this is my position on gold for today. I'll put an alarm above. So gold has a buy and a sell. Like I'd always tell you, there has to be a buy potential position. There's a position for a buy and there's a position for a sell before my strategy. So the moment I know direction, how am I going to enter? I just told you guys right now. If it breaks above this structure, if it breaks above this structure for a buy, if it breaks above this structure for a sell. Okay, so that's sniping plus structure. Okay, so when that happens, voila, I'm in. My in strategy for risk. I get in. This is my target, but my exit plan is 1 to 1 is 60% of my trade or 70% of my trade. So if I'm risking $100, $70 is for my 1 to 1. Why $30 is from 1 to 1. At the end of the day, I'm able to document my overall, okay, and also benefit from my what exit plan. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Okay, so we got gold, we got GU, and we have S&P 500. Okay. Any question? You are very, very confused. Did I answer that? Did I answer to that statement? Yeah. I refuse your confusion. Refuse to be confused. Always have positive affirmation in your teeth. What you say is what you are. You cannot, confirmation of words is a purity of the reflection of your heart. See, out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. So don't just think you're communicating, you are confessing. So be careful what you say. So train your lips to communicate what you want, not what you feel. So if you tell me, Kenry, I'm trying hard not to be confused about what you're showing me, I just heard you. But I also heard your confession. You're trying hard and that would help you. We just communicated the same thing, right? I'm trying not to be confused and I am confused. Which is better? Okay, let me share the chart. What figures do you want me to help with, Madam Magdalene? It's something I always want you guys to get from my session. Not just ideas, but the concept of the ideas. So, Kenry, where is this position right now? This is on top of the previous high. Every one of you have it on your trading view. So it's just for you to put this. You can put a line or put this. What am I looking for? Market to come back to this touch. That is, so I don't, it's me giving you a figure. So let me tell you guys something. I'm a student at the same time I'm a teacher. So there is two parts in me. When I am teaching, I am also listening to myself as a student. I'm seeing the student in me, in you. What would I do if I am the one teaching me and I'm giving you that reflection? This is what I think you should do. Okay? Because this is what I did. I never had the opportunity to even ask what you're asking. Okay? How did I get this? You should be focused on the process, on the concept more than what the concept gives to you, so that you don't need me. You can do this analysis and begin to practice independently. Okay. When I broke this S&P 500 right now, how did I get to want to buy S&P 500? Or how do you want me to give you the figure? Should I give you the figure of where this thing is just an hypothesis? The instruction is if it breaks and close, it means it retests. Wherever the candle opens and closes, so it may not be this. So if you're taking this right now, you're taking something wrong. This is just like if it closes around this area, this would be my risk. So what is important is the risk. Where would my risk be and where is the overall target? The overall target, how did I get it? Okay, the previous day high. So you should know how to get the previous day high. That's why I gave you guys, all right? If you want to get this indicator that is in my chart right now, this indicator is called Market Session by Levetian. Go install it. Okay, you get this. All right. So just follow this. At least follow. You follow enough, you get it. Does that make sense? Or what you do is just go daily. You go mark the daily high. What's the daily high after this candle? Is this candle. So clearly this is the daily high. After this candle, the next candle. So that's even what you should be doing. That gives you direction of where the market is going next. Okay? Because the market is above this daily high. The next daily high is the target. Same goes to what? This is the daily low. So this is the next target if the market decides to sell on S&P 500. That gives you the potential for the day. Okay, all we're now looking at is how we're going to snipe it. So we snap it. It's already sniped for the buy. So I'm not in it. It may decide to snipe later for the sell. Okay, it means this is where it's going to be coming to. So either way, the market has potential. So if it rejects this, what am I waiting for? I just need market to snipe below this candle and I can get in for the sell and trace it down to this area. Voila. So there's opportunity on both sides. Yes, I may have missed out on this one, but I'm not telling myself this is how I'm going to enter. If it comes back into the area of a snipe, it has to close above this snipe. But there's a retest structure, then I now want to use price action plus snipe. It has sniped already. It means if it comes back retest and it closes above, it's going to close above the snipe. That's my entry, and I'll take it there. You should be focused on, while I am saying this, you are with your trading view setting this up. Okay. And if you cannot do that, maybe you are at work or anything, you can now probably ask for the link so that you can duplicate it after the session. I'm typing it and sending it in the chat right now. Does that make sense? So either way, you are telling yourself, I'm learning something. I'm learning, not just getting ideas. You're also learning how to do them. Okay? That's S&P 500, SP 500. GU. So GU, so this is GU. It's almost going to hit right now. So this is GU buy stop. Actually 463. SL. I have something to say. You guys just wait a bit. Let me tell people just one thing to say. So I've given, okay, gold is, why I say on gold? Okay, gold was, so this is gold. Drop. All right, so we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. Was that question? Moving crazy. Uh, Coach, how can a beginner fit into your trading class, sir? Mhm. So first, get direction as to what you want to do. And the only way you can get direction is participation. So the way our classes are designed right now, there is no structure for beginners yet. Okay. There's a structure of experience. So there is going to be a structure for beginners. All right. When the full scale of plan fully span out. But what you can do right now is because trading is more a thing of the mind before an instruction of actions, like an action activity. So when you participate, you get direction. And that's where simple questions come in. I could not guide you to where you need to go for basic things. See, my YouTube is a fountain of knowledge. Okay. But at the same time, you don't need to be. Another thing I actually tell you, you need guided knowledge. So if I'm going to instruct you directly, okay, you're going to have that. We are going to give guided knowledge in such areas as to where to start as a beginner, how to keep stop loss. I'm not doing those things now. This is not a place for those things now. Okay, but we are going to offer them in our full scale plan. Okay, but it's going to take a while. So, but what you can actually do is leverage the activity. So I can even tell you, go get something and come and play with us, right? So you can go on YouTube, know how to download a broker, know how to calculate pips, know how to calculate lot size, understand the concept of buys and sells and trading. I teach that. But understanding how to execute the actions of trading, you can go get them anywhere. You can go on YouTube. Since we're not doing those things right now, you can go get them on YouTube. Okay, how to open a broker, how to copy and paste. That's beginner because you use the word beginner. Okay, how to copy and paste. Um, how to calculate lot size. These are all things you can just ask ChatGPT as a beginner. Okay, what courses or resources do I need to know how to copy paste? And it's just going to guide you on step. Just go on YouTube, copy them, and start. learning from those things, it means you now know how to copy and paste. If you know those basic concepts, you can work with me. Okay, you can now begin to work with me. That's a guidance I'm giving you. You can go through that. All right. That's if you don't want to wait to our full plan scale. I am guiding the knowledge you should learn. I'm not telling you to go and learn. I teach the concept of trading, technical, market structure, trend. I teach that. I'm going to guide you into making a choice of your concept of trading. But you need this base. I'm not going to tell, if I call a trade, you should be able to know how to take the trade. That is why I told you to go learn those things. Okay. These things are basic. Does that make sense? Oh, you know that. Then stay enough to experience what we're doing. Market structure is premium advance. Okay. So market structure is not for everyone. So there are approaches to trading. I'll guide you. Don't worry. Don't be in a hurry. You need time, at least 6 months. Okay. You will keep loving it. Don't worry. But stay patient. You have not started loving me yet. If you think you're loving me with what I'm doing, then be training your love as a be the way people go to gym to build muscle. Go and build the muscle of your love because you will love me more. Okay. You're gonna love you'll love it. All right. Say, please help me grow with you. No, I can't do that. Are you shocked? Are you shocked at my response? I can't do that. Do you like my response? How many of you understand my response? You're not shocked. Okay. You know, I just told you the truth, right? I can't help you grow. The decision to grow is yours. I give you guidance and a platform to grow. You grow with me. That choice, what you just said, is your decision. Okay. I don't need to help you because I've got what I can help you with, I've already done. I'm doing, I'm giving you a guidance, a platform, an access for growth. Growing is a choice. Okay. Growing is a choice. So I can't help you do that. It's your decision to do that and follow instructions. So this is what I want to say. I'm always going to give you, if I give you guidance, I'm also going to give you an instruction or give you direction to take actions. Okay. If you guys come tomorrow and I share with you that I am done, how do you feel? You guys understand what I just said, right? I'm a practical person. Hmm? At least there's a handful amount of you here right now. And I believe you guys make meaning. You see meaning in what I do. But I show up tomorrow and tell you, oh, God, man, I'm done. God told me I should stop. What will first come to your mind? So I'm a practical person. I believe in the now creates the future. But also, there's something different I'm trying to do. I don't just want to teach, I want to guide. I mean, it means if I want to guide, I have to be intentional to pry. I'll pry into your life. I'll pry into your thought. I'll pry into your actions because I want to guide, because you've given me. If you're here, it means you're giving me opportunity to guide you. Like this lady just said, please help me. Okay. I said I've created a platform. I'll now give you guidance. You'll be disappointed in myself for not getting more. Okay, not good, sir. I'm still being processed. Okay, good. But do you know that's possible? It's a reality of what can happen. Because why? My vision is my vision is tied to something. There is something I'm looking at getting. I'm only practicing and giving an opportunity for myself to achieve it. If I don't, I'll phase into another form. There was a form prepared for this. This was something God I believe that, there's sometimes God gives you a vision. It doesn't really tell you the clarity of how that will. That's your relationship with it. I know I'm going to help a lot of traders create success. Over my time of experience, it's just giving me clarity or instrument of how I can achieve it. Doesn't mean that there are not other ways. There are other ways. There are myriads of ways. And I will still achieve good amount. But I may not get to the numbers the way I want to, but I'll get something remarkable. But there's something that I told God. He's seen that this has been my heart, and He has commissioned me to do. I'm always using God because I am not here by myself. This is not how to do business. I am not doing business right now because this is not how to do business. I'm giving value for free. Is that business? If I'm giving value, people are not paying for. I'm giving value, people will pay for, but it's not in what they pay for. I'm doing it for free. It's not business. So what am I really doing? I believe in something. Okay. I believe in being part of people's process of change, not just giving them what they were already programmed to change. There are many people, they want to change, they want to have progress, but they don't have this requirement. And if you don't know you need something, how can you purchase it? Are you guys getting me? How many of you know you needed this training today? Quick question. You might be confused at the answer. Okay. The truth is, after I shared it, you knew you needed it. True or true? But before I shared it, you didn't really think you needed this. So if I put a price, a cost, boom, 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 how beautiful it may sound or look, how I brand it, guess what? Many of you wouldn't have bought it. Am I correct? And the reason you wouldn't buy it is because you think it is unnecessary. It is only those who bought it, they know they needed it. They know they needed it. And guess what? They would they'll get the value of it. But many people don't know they need this type of value. That's why I'm creating community where we could pass this value so people have need for them. Now, if I tell you I have a training material, okay, that comes at a price, guess what? Some of you buy it because you have an experience of what it's doing for you. True or true? So that's the power of experience. Now, what am I trying to say? My strategy may be genuine, may be powerful, but if it does not have a compensation of results, I'll transform. I am someone who has refused to be stagnant this year. It means for everything I do, I want to see reflection of value in outcome. It is free, so I have every right to need it. I need change. I need people who don't just want to learn, but people who want to help. Okay, there's a training that is coming. I may probably do it on Saturday, but I have it in heart to do. But I may not do it here. I'll do it in my, it's more of a spiritual side of me. Okay. But everyone that will have access to me would have access to everything I do. I'm a purpose-driven person spiritually. So there are trainings I would do financially, and there are trainings I would do spiritually. I don't do it here. But I'll give you guys the opportunity for those who want to come into the spirit journey to learn some certain things. I got exposed to a lot of things this morning. Okay. And I realized I have direction. One I'm going to do between now and Saturday it's a reflection. There are certain things people should know. So there's the scriptures that says, okay, all right, you see, your gifts will make room for you. Okay, I may tell you guys to go study that scripture, but you don't even know what to study in it. But there are certain things that God exposed me to. Your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts. How? This morning, I was just reflecting. I'm done with my session. If you're still here, then you're hearing something different about me. Okay? Then I'm going to read this to you also so that you know that I am working. I have some certain level of knowledge that needs transfer. Many of you may have, I'm not training, I'm just sharing. So it's okay for the numbers to drop because this is not for everyone. This is not the type of thing you share to everyone. Only those who know they need it. Okay. But sometimes I like flexing knowledge. This is another scripture. So I shared one. I didn't know the chapter, but this one I know the chapter. I say your gifts will make room for you. So write this down. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. It says, for we are God's handiwork, his workmanship. He created us in Christ Jesus. Now, look, it's not just a reading of the scripture. Every scripture is a pattern of information. It's like a clue. God's workmanship. He said that we may do those good works. It means he created us to do good works, which he predestined, planned beforehand. You know what that means? That's destiny. It means your destiny is not that which you choose. Your destiny is that which was chosen for you. This deepens. It means what you're doing right now, there should be a question. Was this what I am predestined to do? Nah, that's not it all. Okay, it further says, it's planned beforehand. He said, taking part which he prepared us for before time, he defines it more, that we should walk in them. It means my walk now, am I walking in the destiny of what? Your gifts will make room for you. They are connected. Now, a lot of people are looking for the good life. The good life is tied to your walking in the path preordained before you. Okay? It said, because it said that we should walk in them, living the good life. There was a good life prearranged before you. But you have to walk in them. What I took out of from this are why they are connected. Say your gifts will make room for you. There's a room for you. I wish you guys can grasp this. Many people are not in the room of their life because their gifts are not active. God has created you unto his own good works. He has created and prearranged a room for you. Your gifts will make that room open. And you will walk in them. Your gifts. So there's power, there's something powerful about your gifts in life. And gifts are, in the scriptures, gift is not your talent. That's a part of your gift. Because not everybody have a talent, but everybody has gift. What governs life is the law of sowing and reaping. That which you sow, the fruit of your reaping, they are gifts. Your time is you can make your time a gift. What you give makes room for you. So life isn't about just doing things in the direction of destiny. The reason a lot of people are not in the place where they should be is because their gift is not, they don't have enough gift to make room for their destiny. Life is waiting for your gifts. Every day, what's your growth goal? And it's not about what you have, what you don't have. It's about what you have. Many people say, if I have this, you are crippled. What do you have that you're giving today? I had value. I shared it with you. What did you have that you shared with someone today? Because how you do anything is how you do it. Say, he that is faithful in little, much more will be given. He didn't say he that will be faithful in little will be faithful in more. He that is faithful in little. So what's your little thing you have today? Before I posted this session, you were aware. Who did you gift? Because you will say, I don't have anything. You had something. Before tomorrow's session, you are aware. Who have you gifted? How many people have you gifted? And gifting is about intention because you don't want to waste your resources. That is why I'm not wasting my resources. I'm intentional about it. I make sure you get it. I share it with all of my resources and avenues. And I've been doing that before I'm this grown and blessed. It made room for my destiny. I mean, what I'm doing what I'm doing in life because I learned how to give, even when I did not know the direction of giving. Giving is not just about money. Giving is not just about resource finances. Giving is a nature. You love to share good with people. You love to share belief, mindset, anything you have that is valuable to you, share with people. Now that comes at a risk, but this type of sharing do not come with a risk. It only comes with value. The question is, are you growing in it? Because that's a question you need to ask yourself yesterday. Because if you're not growing in it, it means you're poor or you are redundant. And I do not believe that about you. I believe that could shape, that could grow. See, over time, this community is going to grow into numbers we can't count. The question is, would you be part of that growth? Would you be a seed of that growth, or you be a fruit of the numbers we will count? The question, the answer is yours. But I'll give you an opportunity to be part of that growth. Not just by showing you value and getting and swelling up with the value, but an opportunity to extend that value to other people. And the reason you should is for you, not me. Okay. So every time I tell you to grow, it's not because you are helping my vision. It's because you are making room for your destiny. Amen. That's another side of value, right? So God bless you guys. Stay growing, stay committed, stay directed, stay driven, stay disciplined. Okay. There is a workbook after this. I'm going to announce something tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to activities. I was really blessed yesterday. I did something and it's ringing quite remarkable. See, guys, I need to let you guys know, whether you do it or you don't do it, it's going to be done. I promise you. The vision is going to be done because in the vision, there's already provision. What I'm just trying to do is create an avenue where I know those providers. But the vision will be done. Okay, I know how to scale. It may only take time, but it will happen. The question is, can we make it faster? Okay, that is why I'm intentional about these actions. I think we had over 100 people join the group yesterday. I don't know how many of you contributed, but I did a lot. But guess what? It could happen in the 300, 400 in a day, 500. If we practically just imagine all of you who came on the session, you just tell yourself now, what does it take to invite a person? Is to take the link and intentionally just call the next 50 people I can call. Okay. There's an experience in trading that I just want you to experience free of charge. I don't want to tell you much, but if you want a new direction in trading, I think this opportunity will help you. Compound. Ready? Just send you the link. Tell this to 100 people. You get 30. Don't be, it's not, don't, you're not selling anything. You're giving value. Sharp. You tell this to 100 people, you get it. And guess what? Do you have 100 people? Absolutely, yes. You will meet 100 people today. Probably internet, you scroll, you do things, you have an opportunity. There's something about drive, intention. You do things. It's not because it comes to you because you're going after it. You will find out that if you know how to do this thing, you think you're doing it for someone, but you're already creating your business. Everything you do is a structure. So you're not doing it for me, you're doing it for your business. I'm only giving you an opportunity for you to do what you need to do. Okay, with that being said, I need to get out of your face. I'll see you guys drafting in the chat, communicating when these things are breaking, just being traders. I've given you ideas. You guys ruminate on these ideas, and I'll be proud of you in the chat. If you have any question, you can actually drop in the group. I'm always going to answer. It's a community. It means as you're learning, you can ask questions. Okay. God bless you guys. Have a beautiful